The mere whisper that Corbin Burnes might be joining the Dodgers has sent ripples through the entire baseball world, and the speculation is practically electrifying. Imagine a rotation already stacked with talent, now potentially bolstered by one of the most dominant pitchers in the league, a man whose name alone inspires a mixture of fear and respect among opposing hitters. The chatter is growing louder, with insiders hinting that the front office has been quietly maneuvering behind the scenes to make this improbable move happen. Fans are naturally imagining the scenarios, each more tantalizing than the last. Picturing Burnes stepping onto the mound in the iconic Dodger blue, his presence instantly changing the dynamics of the starting rotation. Analysts have begun crafting endless hypotheticals, projecting strikeout rates, innings pitched, and the cascading effect on every other starter in the lineup. Even casual fans are joining in, debating whether this rumored acquisition could finally be the missing piece in a season that has seen flashes of brilliance but never quite reached full dominance. The air is thick with anticipation, and every conversation, every tweet, seems to circle back to the same question. If this deal comes to fruition, how dramatically will it alter the trajectory of the Dodgers campaign? The potential addition of Corbin Burnes to a team like the Dodgers doesn't just affect numbers on a stat sheet. It reshapes expectations in a very tangible way. Imagine the clubhouse energy, the morale boost from knowing that one of the elite pitchers in the game might now be standing alongside the team's established stars. Teammates would undoubtedly be inspired by his work ethic, his precision, and his ability to dominate the most formidable lineups with what seems like effortless control. Speculation is swirling that his presence could even change how the coaching staff approaches rotations, matchups, and bullpen usage, perhaps opening opportunities for strategic gambles that previously felt too risky. For a team with championship ambitions, the idea of Burnes in the rotation could redefine what contending even looks like, creating a sense of urgency and excitement both inside and outside the locker room. Fans are already imagining late innings, high-pressure situations, and Burnes on the mound, cool under pressure, commanding respect with every pitch. The rumor, whether fully accurate or merely speculative, is reshaping conversations across social media, sports talk shows, and even casual water cooler chatter, proving that the mere suggestion of his arrival has a magnetic pull that captivates the imagination of anyone invested in the sport. Beyond the immediate tactical advantages, the speculation about Corbin Burnes joining the Dodgers also introduces a fascinating cultural and psychological layer. Think about the message it sends to the rest of the league. A team willing to pursue a top-tier talent of his caliber signals seriousness, ambition, and perhaps even a sense of calculated audacity. Rivals might feel pressure, imagining the adjustments they would have to make, while prospective free agents could view the Dodgers as a more enticing destination, a team that combines talent with clear intent. Analysts are already debating how his presence would affect opposing lineups, wondering if hitters would approach games differently knowing a pitcher like Burnes is waiting for them in the rotation. Sports talk shows are buzzing with endless what-ifs, and rumor mills are painting scenarios of grand gestures, high-stakes trades, and even contract renegotiations that could reshape the roster around him. The psychological dimension is not lost on anyone. Even the suggestion of Burnes' arrival can alter perception, create anticipation, and inject a sense of drama into an already competitive league. For fans who crave both spectacle and substance, the rumor is irresistible, drawing attention, excitement, and endless conversation. Another intriguing element of the speculation revolves around the potential chemistry between Corbin Burnes and the Dodgers' existing rotation. Imagine the conversations, the shared strategies, the mutual push for excellence that could redefine the way this pitching staff operates. Rumors suggest that his presence could foster a culture of accountability and focus, as other starters might elevate their own performances in response to the new level of talent in the clubhouse. Pundits are endlessly theorizing about matchups, pitching sequences, and bullpen support that could shift dramatically if Burnes indeed joins the team. Every hypothetical scenario seems to feed into a larger narrative. This is not just a single acquisition, but a potential ripple effect that could influence morale, strategic decisions, and the overall identity of the team. Fans are naturally drawn to these stories, picturing a season where games are dominated by pitching duels, where Burnes' reputation as a strikeout artist intimidates opponents before a ball is even thrown. The speculation is fueled not just by numbers or achievements, but by the very human fascination with greatness, the desire to witness what happens when talent converges in a high-stakes environment. The broader impact on the league is also a critical part of the conversation. Imagine other teams, already assessing their own rotations, suddenly recalculating in response to Burnes potentially wearing Dodger blue. The ripple effect could influence trade discussions, minor league promotions, and even the way managers deploy their pitching staff on a nightly basis. Rumors are circulating that rival executives are nervously analyzing options, wondering if they need to respond with similar bold moves to remain competitive. Fans and analysts alike are projecting outcomes that extend far beyond a single game or series, painting a picture of a season shaped by speculation, ambition, and strategic daring. In this context, the rumor of Corbin Burnes joining the Dodgers becomes more than just a potential signing. It transforms into a storyline capable of defining a league-wide narrative, injecting suspense, uncertainty, and excitement that will persist regardless of whether the deal ultimately materializes. Every discussion, every article, every social media post contributes to a growing sense of inevitability, as if the world collectively holds its breath in anticipation of a move that could shake the baseball world to its core. Finally, the emotional dimension of this rumor cannot be overstated. Fans are not just analyzing statistics. They are imagining the thrill of witnessing Burnes' dominance in person, the collective excitement of a stadium buzzing as one of the game's elite prepares to take the mound. The speculation is feeding a narrative that blends fantasy and reality, allowing supporters to indulge in scenarios of glory, clutch performances, and dramatic victories that could define a season. Even casual observers are drawn in, captivated by the idea of a star joining a storied franchise and elevating its potential in ways that feel almost cinematic. Rumors about his arrival create anticipation, hope, and an emotional investment that statistics alone cannot generate. Every mention of his name sparks debate. Every hypothetical start fuels discussion, and the collective imagination of fans becomes a powerful force shaping the cultural conversation around the sport. In this sense, Corbin Burnes joining the Dodgers, even as a rumor, becomes more than just a tactical development. It transforms into a narrative that fans, analysts, and the league itself cannot ignore. As speculation continues, insiders hint at the intricate negotiations potentially unfolding behind closed doors, the kind of strategic chess game that could determine the next chapter of Dodgers history. The narrative being spun suggests that the front office is carefully weighing options, balancing the desire for immediate impact with long-term roster considerations. Every rumor about trades, prospects, or contract adjustments feeds into a larger storyline, where the addition of Corbin Burnes could be both a statement and a gamble. Analysts are dissecting every conceivable scenario, projecting how innings might be distributed, how bullpen usage could change, and how the presence of an ace like Burnes might elevate the performance of every pitcher around him. Fans eagerly speculate about the rotation order, imagining Burnes' signature mechanics on the mound, the precision in his pitches, and the intensity in his focus as he challenges hitters across the league. Social media is alive with debates and theories, each post amplifying the sense of anticipation, as the rumor morphs into a phenomenon that extends beyond conventional sports reporting into a near-cultural event. Every conversation, from sports bars to living rooms, centers on the tantalizing possibility of a transformational move, feeding an atmosphere thick with excitement and uncertainty that could shape not only the Dodgers season, but the collective imagination of an entire fan base. The potential arrival of Corbin Burnes also sparks endless speculation about leadership and influence within the clubhouse. Observers wonder how his work ethic, competitive spirit, and approach to preparation might inspire teammates, fostering a culture of accountability and excellence. Hypothetical discussions abound regarding how other starters might elevate their game, how young prospects might learn from his routines, and how the coaching staff could adjust strategies to maximize his impact. Analysts are hypothesizing about the broader psychological ramifications, imagining a shift in confidence levels, morale, and competitive intensity that could translate directly into on-field performance. Even casual fans are swept up in a narrative, picturing the energy of the locker room, the camaraderie, and the subtle shifts in team dynamics that a player of Burns' caliber might bring. The rumor evolves from a mere transaction into a rich storyline, where every interaction, every practice, and every game becomes a potential chapter in a saga of ambition, talent, and strategic ingenuity, capturing the imagination of all who follow the sport. There is also considerable intrigue surrounding the potential ripple effects on the pitching market and league dynamics. If Burnes were to join the Dodgers, rival organizations would undoubtedly react, evaluating their own rotations and considering strategic adjustments to remain competitive. The speculation fuels endless debate about trades, acquisitions, and contract maneuvers across the league, creating an atmosphere where every pitch, every statistic, and every negotiation takes on heightened significance. Analysts are constructing elaborate hypotheticals, projecting the impact on opposing hitters, bullpen strategies, and even long-term championship odds. Fans are drawn into the drama, imagining scenarios that extend far beyond a single team, visualizing a competitive landscape reshaped by the presence of an elite talent. The rumor, therefore, functions on multiple levels, influencing perceptions of competitiveness, strategic decision-making, and the very narrative arc of the season, transforming what might have been a simple transaction into a phenomenon with far-reaching implications. Rumors about Corbin Burnes joining the Dodgers also ignite conversations about pitching strategy, rotation management, and the nuanced art of game preparation. Speculation runs rampant regarding how his presence might alter innings distribution, how matchups might be approached differently, and how the team could leverage his skill set to maximize wins. Analysts and fans alike engage in almost obsessive breakdowns of potential scenarios, debating strikeout probabilities, pitch selection, and even the psychological effect on opposing batters who face Burnes' signature mix of velocity, command, and movement. The rumor transforms into a lens through which the intricate science of baseball is magnified, allowing observers to explore the delicate balance between talent, strategy, and execution. Every new tidbit, every insider comment, adds layers to this narrative, reinforcing the sense that the potential acquisition is not merely a transaction, but a strategic masterstroke capable of influencing the outcome of the entire season. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In addition to strategic implications, there is an undeniable spectacle to the idea of Corbin Burnes taking the mound for the Dodgers. Fans are captivated by the visual, imagining the intensity, focus, and precision he brings to every pitch. Rumors about his potential starts create excitement that extends beyond numbers or statistics, tapping into the emotional thrill of watching greatness unfold in real time. Analysts speculate on performance metrics, comparing past dominance to potential future achievements, but the fascination is equally about witnessing moments of excellence that could define a season. The narrative becomes part of the cultural fabric of baseball, where anticipation, speculation, and storytelling intersect to create a shared experience among fans, commentators, and casual observers alike. Every discussion fuels this collective imagination, transforming what might be a routine rumor into a story of aspiration, talent, and the pursuit of sporting greatness. Moreover, the rumor provides a rare intersection of uncertainty, hope, and excitement that captivates even the most seasoned observers. Fans speculate about game-changing moments, dramatic matchups, and defining starts, weaving a tapestry of expectation that is both thrilling and nerve-wracking. Analysts dissect every angle, projecting outcomes, strategizing potential matchups, and debating how his presence could influence a pennant race. The story of Burnes potentially joining the Dodgers transcends statistics, embodying the tension, drama, and spectacle that makes sports compelling. Every rumor, every whisper, every insider comment fuels this narrative, drawing attention, debate, and emotional investment from a fan base eager for both excellence and excitement. The anticipation itself becomes part of the experience, a shared journey of speculation, possibility, and the intoxicating promise of transformative talent. Finally, the speculation surrounding Corbin Burnes' arrival underscores the power of narrative in sports. Beyond performance metrics, contracts, or trades, rumors like this capture imaginations, spark debates, and create anticipation that resonates far beyond the field. Fans, analysts, and insiders are all participants in a shared story, one in which every pitch, every strategy, and every potential decision takes on amplified meaning. The mere possibility of Burnes joining the Dodgers elevates conversations, reshapes expectations, and injects excitement into every facet of the baseball experience. Whether the move ultimately materializes or remains a tantalizing rumor, the impact on discussion, speculation, and fan engagement is undeniable. It demonstrates that in sports, narrative and anticipation can be as compelling as performance itself, and the potential addition of a player like Corbin Burnes becomes a story that transcends statistics to become a living, evolving phenomenon that captivates the entire baseball world. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.